The fear of living in your car, how to overcome it. That's what I want to talk about in this video. It's spurring on my mind this morning because I know in my live session every night I go live on YouTube. One of my viewers had made a comment. Jen is her name. That she's getting ready to start her journey to try to live in her car, and she's scared and nervous, and it's understandable because I was. And any time in life you do something new, whether it's start a job or start a new part of your life, there's fear, there's anxiety, because it's the unknown. It's going into a place in life that you haven't been, and it's scary. So how do you overcome it? It's the same way in many aspects that you overcome anything in life. There's a level of planning. You have to do some research. You have to do some rough sketching, some rough ideas, some rough positioning where you have an idea on how you're going to do something. And then the biggest step is you just have to do it. Nothing will overcome anxiety like action. And there's going to be a beginning adjustment period. You do something, you fail, or not necessarily you fail, but there's things that have to be refined and changed, and you have to keep a mind that is flexible, because doing something new requires a mind of adaptation, a mind that is flexible, because there's a lot of variables when you do something new. So you have to gravitate towards being willing to adjust and change and not stick to such a rigid way of thought process, because the way you planned it may be a little bit different of how it actually is. So keep that mind flexible. Keep yourself on a structured schedule. You go to sleep, by 10, 11 p.m. You wake up by 5 a.m., 6 a.m. max, even if you're tired and you want to oversleep. The first couple nights, go to a campground, go to a Walmart that you can go somewhere where it is legal and safe, like you should always do, and that eliminates some fear, because you're not doing anything wrong. That's what you should do. And in life, you just got to remember, with everything in life, to overcome and to grow, it's just a one day at a time, one step at a time. But as you keep that structure, as you keep that routine, as you plan, as you keep a mind that's adaptable, over time, over the course of taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, you just gradually build up a resume of overcoming, of going forward. And this is a mindset, this is a way of dealing with the stresses, the anxieties, the fears of doing something new. Talking specifically about living in a car or being a nomad, which is legal if you park legally and you abide by the laws of your local municipalities. So I kind of wanted to just touch on that this morning. But I always want to be clear, is that you have to take care of yourself well. It means, you should be walking every day. You should only have good relationships. You should be eating as good as possible. I know that's not easy. But empowerment, freedom, owning your life means that you start to take your life back from the unhealthy ways you're living. Not just the unhealthy and unwise ways financially, because you can gain a level of financial freedom through living below your means. But owning your life has to be more than just that. It has to be more than just financial. It has to be mental freedom, physical freedom, based on what you can control. And so I just want to encourage you to take back your life, to seek your faith, to establish good habits, to If you fall, you get back up. And to keep the right people around you. And even if that's nobody, to start to learn to love yourself, to sing your own song, to walk to your own beat, to be you. You know, to me, it's an all-encompassing way to look at life. And it gives you the confidence and empowers you to be you, to go out there and to define your own path in your own way you want to live, responsibly and respectfully, regardless of, people who may not see eye to eye with you. And let me tell you something, what I've learned in life is many people, even those who love you, maybe out of their fear, they don't understand. Because they're caught in this mindset of this is all society taught me, or this is the only way I look at things, and I don't understand your ways. And so they put their anxiety, their fear on you. And that's not right. You have to learn that's why you have to learn to empower yourself so that you don't depend on somebody else's calmness. Because what you're going to find in life is most people are scared out of their mind. They're scared that when they look in the mirror, they don't know what's looking back at them. When you're empowered, you can look directly in the mirror and see your soul.